Guru Nation, welcome back to another episode of Random Musings from the Clinical Trials Guru. I've got Inga on. I've got Monica, who's CRC Academy co-founder and instructor. And then we've got Inga joining us. Inga, I mean, this is the first time I get to interact with you, but I hear so many good things about you that I was like, we have Monica, make sure you like set up an interview because the Guru Nation has to know more. I have to know more about Inga. Like Inga, you're like a legendary status already. I don't know what you did, but can you give us some background?
Yeah, sure. So, originally I'm from Armenia, and I have master's degree in biology and chemistry. After graduation from the university, I enrolled in 2-year program in clinical and medical microbiology, virology, mycology, and immunology. And I worked in military hospital for 10 years. The last 5 years I worked as director of microbiology lab, and I worked directly with patients, and I was working with any kind of bodily fluids, doing the test, any kind of test, microbiology test, immunology, serology. And then when I moved to the United States, that was about 10 years ago, the first thing I did, I evaluated my diploma, which means I transferred all my credits from my country, and I received a master's degree here in biology and chemistry. And then I started applying for a job. After the first 2 interviews, that was very interesting because people were telling me that the interviewer were telling me that you have lots of knowledge and experience, but you don't have any working experience in the United States. So I'm sorry, but we can't hire you.
What kind
And
of
then I
job were
said,
these? What kind of jobs?
it was the same jobs that I was doing in my country as a microbiologist, as a lab manager, and something. Yeah, and then I said, you know what? In order to have an experience, one of you have to hire me, right? I have to start from somewhere. Well, and I got hired. The same person, yeah, he hired me, and
So
I
you
worked.
convinced them to hire you.
Well,
You must have seen something in you. Everybody's seeing something in you, so we got to figure this out.
okay, thank you. We'll try to figure it out.
I know.
Yeah, and then the last job I worked, I usually almost always I work for biotech companies. The last job I had, it was I worked for a biotech company, and I was helping them to develop the rapid antibiotic test for patients with urinary tract infections. And well, I was a lab manager there. So after that, I had a baby and I had to stay home since I don't have any help. So then I was when my baby turned a year old, so I started looking for a job again. I was looking for any lab manager job, scientist job, research associate job, and I just came across the clinical research associate job. I said, okay, wait a minute, let me see what is that. Because I was always on the other side. I was developing drugs, vaccines, diagnostic tests, but I knew in general that what the clinical research did, but I didn't know anything in details. And I Googled clinical research associate, and I came across the video, the 4.5 hour video. Then that was your video, and I started watching.
Of
Yeah,
Awesome.
course.
Awesome. Awesome.
I
Thank
started
you.
watching. I was watching and watching, and then making some notes. And what I loved in that video, the way how the video was structured, and it was very easy and understandable. First of all, thank you for that,
Thank
because
you. Thank you.
yeah, and it was very easy. And I said, I'm definitely interested in it. So let me see who that guy is. So and then I googled your name and I found out you, Monica, the CRC Academy, and everything. I subscribed immediately. I I
Yes,
didn't.
we need to let people know.
At that
You guys watching this, only 1 out of 4 of you guys are subscribed. Only 1 out of 4 is
No,
my data.
I did immediately. I watched almost all of your videos, And then the next step was I bought this book.
Wow. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you
At
very
that
much.
time, I wasn't even the CRC Academy student. I just bought it. This is my handbook. I always read it, always.
Wow.
And yeah, and then I said, okay, let me contact Monica. And since it was a pandemic, I didn't want to waste the time. I said, so let me just jump in it. And I contacted Monica, and Monica responded right away. So, and we started the conversation. We spoke over the phone, and in the next 30 minutes, I enrolled, and I was a student, was a CRC Academy student. So, and then
What a
Monica,
story. What a incredible story. But that's amazing that with the lab background and then having the baby, so having a gap year, none of
yeah,
that really, because we didn't get to the part of the story yet where you got hired, but Inga got hired. But Monica, what did you see in Inga? How quickly did you see potential? Because obviously people are seeing the same thing when they're giving her opportunity with no experience in the last case, and then now CRC Academy graduate, obviously with a great background. What did you see in Inga, and like how did you see it? Because I want people watching not only to admire Inga, but to figure out how they can improve themselves too.
First of all, I saw her determination because she wanted something and she goes after that, right? She doesn't really, I mean, she probably analyzed it and went over all the idea of what she wanted to do in research, and then I think she say, okay, this is the path I want to take, and she didn't even hesitate. She wanted to do it, and I saw her determination since the very first moment I spoke with her, and through the class, I cannot even tell you how brilliant she is.
I keep hearing this.
She is super disciplined.
Give me one
And
example. Give me an example.
okay, so for example, for the final project, she was probably the first student that finished the final project, and she stick to the deadlines, and she went ahead a mile ahead completing it. I mean, she never. I keep on telling her she never stops impressing me. She's just amazing. And then I connect her to Judy because she needed an intern. And Judy loved her so much and like so much her work ethics
We should have Judy
that
on
she
this too.
created
It would be cool if we had
she
Judy on,
yeah,
you on, everybody, the former person who hired you as lab director, if we can get him on, everybody talk about Inga.
yeah. I actually wanted to ask you something. So when you were working in the military, did you have some sort of military training or something?
yeah. No, I mean, it's not a military training in our country. In order to serve in military, I mean, you have to, in the university, you have a training in the university. This is how it works in our
Oh,
country.
okay. So
But
have you always been that disciplined? Because it's just like you're straight. I
yes,
mean,
it comes from my
like you
military
target
background.
something and you just go straight to it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It comes as a discipline, and yeah, and because I think I'm an organized person. It comes from my military background, and actually, I'm a captain.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, wow. Thank you
Yeah,
for your service, by the way.
you're welcome.
So can
Yeah.
you? So
Mhm.
basically, Monica, if I could get this right, it's she went above and beyond the final assignment on all the projects. You can just tell. I'm guessing that she's very determined and motivated and goes above and beyond what the other students did, or is there something else uh, with Inga? Because if people are watching this, they're gonna say, okay, well, I wonder how I can demonstrate that. Is it like a healthy obsession with mastering something, Or what would you describe it as? Both of you guys.
No, I think she's it's like she has it's like I was saying, she knows what she wants and she goes for it. And the thing is, we see many people that they have something in mind, they have a goal, they have a dream, and they kind of pretending they are doing something, but in reality they are not really advancing. And for example, I have many students that say this is what I want, this is my career and everything, but then when you see the results or the outcome, you just say, are they really truly invested in this? They are paying for the
Ooh.
class, and we want to see the results. For example, even with her final project, I almost didn't have to correct anything. Like pretty much everything was to the point. So she actually went and make sure that she was doing the things right. No. I mean, obviously you learn a lot in class, but you still have to put your own part and your time and your commitment to your own education. And you can and I saw that in her. Like most of the assignments, like I say, I barely had to correct anything. So I was always impressed with
That's a
her
good
job
point.
and her performance.
That's a good point. I see the same thing too in our CRA academy. When the ambition doesn't or the action doesn't match the ambition. So it's very easy for somebody to say, "Hey, I want to do this or that." You know, no matter what you do in life, it's a lot more work than you think. I mean, even something simple like waking
Yeah.
up in the morning. I mean, you can just sit there for another hour if you want to, or you just wake up. And that's a simple example. It gets more complex when you talk about wanting to be a CRA or who knows what else. So everything takes, I always say, 10 times more action than you think you need. And it's
Yes.
harder.
And I think all you have to be just organized, and you have to like whatever you do, because I like it very much. And I said I have to, honestly, I never thought I would change my career because I love my microbiology. And like my friend said, you work with microbes, your microbes, they said, your microbes, they're yours. And you work with them like with kids. Yeah, I love them, but the clinical research, I mean, I think I loved it more right now. I mean, I haven't started working and I haven't applied yet. The only thing I did when we completed the final project, Monica asked the student to send their resume, and I don't even know where you posted them, but then in a week, yeah.
Monica's got connections. Monica's
Oh,
most
I see.
connected
Yeah,
lady in clinical research.
yeah.
You know what? With the microbes, you're going to be in a good place because once you're in clinical research, you know the next wave is actually microbiome. In addition to gene therapy, it's microbiome. Look at this book
Mm-hmm.
written by Dr. Hazen, who just joined us for Latinos in Clinical Research. So if you like microbes, you're going to have microbe opportunity as well, even in clinical research as CRA or whatever it is that you want to achieve. What is it that you want to achieve in your career?
So I have to be honest, since I haven't started working, I don't know exactly, but I have like short short-term goal and long-term goals. So the short-term goal is to start working. First of all, I don't want to start working as a CRC right away. I want to be a research assistant. I want to know, I want to get familiar with all. I mean, I want to go through all those steps. Research assistant, then the clinical research coordinator, and then I will, actually, I'm planning to take the CRA course too, the classes, but not right now. And then I will probably decide what I want, whether I
Smart.
want to be, yeah, whether I want to be a CRA, maybe move to project manager, maybe go back and have your own site. So yeah,
Right.
I
You're very methodical in your approach.
Thank
I like that about you. I could see why people are talking such good things about Inga. We're gonna have you back on. But
you.
you're now working, or you're about to start working
No,
for
when Monica asked
somebody?
to, when she posted my resume, Judy contacted Monica and Monica contacted me, and yeah, and now com- I'm almost done with my internship. It's been 3 months. I worked
Okay.
with Judy.
What
And
kind of things did you do in
yeah,
this internship?
the very first task that she gave me, it was first of all when I joined them, it was on January 1st. And I mean January 2nd. And they just switched to eSource.
Beautiful.
And
Perfect
I
timing.
learned with
Perfect
them.
timing.
Yes, it was a perfect timing. And she gave me access to their studies. She gave me access to videos, to trainings, materials, to everything. And I mean, I was learning with them. First task was, it was patient outreach. They got the new studies, they have the new study, and I had to send the emails, contact them via CTMS, send them text messages. After that, she said, let's just try paper source. You have to create the paper source. She said, have you ever done that? I said, the part of my final project was that we didn't create it, but Monica gave us the schedule of events, and she gave us the, yeah, she gave us the,
Monica knows what she's doing.
I know, Monica, and yeah,
She
I'm so
designed the
thankful for,
whole course. I mean, I helped with the module. Chris
yeah.
helped with the module, I believe. But yeah, Monica's like the architect of that whole CRC Academy.
And then I did it. And by the way, once a week, me, Judy, and her staff, we have a meeting, online meeting. I worked on the first study. I created paper source, and she said, do you want to move to eSource and create the eSource? I created the eSource for that study. And after that, she said, would you like to try another study? And I created paper source. Now I'm creating the eSource.
That's
So
amazing. And you know what? The good thing about you join at the right time, you said something important there. You said I was learning just like they were.
yeah,
So everybody's research naive with eSource. So you got into something where you were on an equal playing field, really, with the other employees. Because even though they had the research experience and you didn't, you guys all start from
yeah,
nothing when it starts eSource.
yeah, that was amazing. Thank you,
And
Monica, a lot. Thanks a lot.
thank you. Inga, and now that you mentioned that, I was saying it in a video with Dan, I think it was 2 days ago or something like that, that I was mentioning that that could be actually a business, creating source documents. You
Oh
Oh,
could get
yeah,
paid for that. You
people
have
pay
no
for
idea
that.
how many sites don't want to create the source documents or don't have enough time to do it, and that could be a great business. So I'm just
really? I never thought about that.
yeah.
So I think it's just a part of, yeah, it's just a part of my job I have to do. So,
Everything is. Where are you located, Inga?
but in Seattle area,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, yeah, it's not,
Uh,
I mean, it's not hard. It's not difficult to create a source. Like, all you have to do is just be very detail oriented and know the protocol very well and schedule an event and amendments, of course.
so
Yes.
what's the plan? What's the plan the next, let's say, 2 months, 3 months? What do you have
Mm,
going on?
mm.
How many sticks in the fire do you have? Those kind of things.
So as soon as I finish my internship, um, I'm gonna apply for a job. Actually, I've seen lots of openings here in my area, but I will start with research assistant. I'm kind of,
Okay.
I don't know if I can do the coordinator job right now, but I will start with, I will apply for a research assistant first of all.
I
Yeah, I don't, unfortunately in Seattle, I don't know any sites or I would refer you. Um, I have to look through my email to see. I don't think we have any clients
Mhm.
in Seattle either.
how
University of
They
Washington
always
is
have
always
always have
hiring though.
opening, always.
how far are
Yeah.
you from Manhattan? Is that too far in train?
Me, I'm in
Yeah.
Seattle area.
So it's okay. So it's not okay.
No,
Oh
no,
yeah,
no.
no, she's
They-
closer to Vancouver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
close
Uh,
to Vancouver.
You can UW, University of Washington, but there's gotta be private sites there. I know I used to know some, but they're not any of our clients right now. But I mean, they would be amazed, like amazed to hear your story. Maybe right now, do you have a LinkedIn profile?
Yes.
Oh, so we're gonna put underneath the video. If you are in Seattle, Washington area or the surroundings, um, Kirkland,
Bellevue.
anywhere in that
Yeah.
region, Bellevue,
Actually, I live in
Tacoma.
Bellevue. It's just 10 minutes
Ah,
from
okay.
Seattle,
Chris
yeah.
Sauber.
It's from there.
Chris Sauber is from
Really?
Seattle. Yeah. Yeah, he's from I gotta ask him where he's from. I don't remember. Maybe he's from
Mm.
Bellevue too. But we're gonna put the link underneath for Inga. What kind of phone do you have, Inga? Android or
Yeah,
iPhone? Which
yeah,
one? iPhone?
yeah.
Oh, then let's do
Yeah.
Clubhouse. Are you on
Uh-huh.
Clubhouse? So we're having a
Yeah.
mixer tonight in an hour and a half. If you can make it, you're gonna network
Mhm.
there,
Let's
and we'll talk more because they're find me, Dance Farah, find Monica, and find Guru Nation. It's this logo I put on it, and then that's gonna be where it's gonna be tonight. So I'll send you the invite, or unless Monica has an invite, maybe you can send her. Either one. If you're out of invites, I have one.
last week somebody got hired because they were participating in our
Yeah.
clubhouse.
Really?
Exactly. So Inga, this is a good place for you. You got to be on Clubhouse. You
Yeah.
got to be networking. We're gonna be following up with you. I actually, if you have time on, I don't know, do you have time like this week or on next week, Saturday? We'll talk off air, but I want to go live with you, one on one. We go live and we just answer people's questions. And there's sites that watch and CROs. So maybe somebody from Seattle, or maybe somebody that wants to hire virtually because CROs now are hiring virtually,
That would
is
be
going to
nice.
find your
Yeah,
info.
thank you. That would be nice.
Inga, and I think I know of a site that is looking for someone that is to do the source documents. Obviously, you will get paid for that. I let you know. I'm gonna ask them.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
We're going to follow up. And so definitely see you on Clubhouse. Links to the LinkedIn underneath. It's only a matter of time before you get hired for sure. I could see that. There's a lot of people on Clubhouse that can point you in the right direction tonight. I'm really excited about that if you can make it. And then I want to go live with you. And if Monica allows us, I have to ask Monica permission. But if she allows us, can Inga share her final project on the live?
Wow.
Or is that cheating? Is that cheating and giving students the answers?
No, actually no, because that they learn everything in the class. So that's
Okay.
just it. The actual final
Because I think that would
project.
be a good I think that would be a good showcase for Inga's talents and skills, to present her final project live, and then people can ask question, well, why did you do this, Inga? Why? And then she can answer.
The actual final project is like an internship because it's like you're putting you're practicing in real life what you learn during the class.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
If you want to come on live too, we can all go 3 live and get it done.
Yeah.
All right, cool,
That would be
cool,
nice.
cool.
Thank you.
Anything else, guys? Inga's link is underneath. We wish her luck, but this is just the beginning because she's gonna be networking. She's gonna do what I tell you guys you need to do every single day, every single hour that I have breath. I tell you, network, 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 and then make sure that your actions match your ambitions. That's it. That's
I
all I
know
ask.
she's gonna go far, far, far away because whatever she wants, she achieve it.
We'll see. Time will show.
Time will tell. So we'll
I know,
get you on
I'm
Clubhouse
sure
tonight.
about
We'll
that.
definitely get you on Clubhouse tonight. It's okay if you're with the baby. You can mute and then unmute, mute, unmute. Everybody's doing something else anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it would be great to have you there because we're going to introduce you to some people. And I can't wait. I can't wait to do our live stream
Yeah,
also.
thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Inga.
Inga.
Thank you, Monica. And we'll hear more from Inga. This is just the beginning, guys. All right. Catch y'all later.
Yeah.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
Dan. Thank you,
Thanks a lot.
Inga.
That's an honor to be here. Thank you so much.